ってる。 Okay. Hi. Hello. Let's continue Assassin's Creed. After a long break, again. Hi, 8-bit. Hi, again. I guess it works. There is an additional mission now available. The ghost ship. Find the Octavius and recover Captain Skeed's treasure map. Let's check it out. I'm pretty sure I have never seen this mission before.
Faulkner's guess better be right. Why anyone would believe the Northwest Passage exists is beyond me.
Oh, it looks cool. I didn't know there are missions here in this game about like such a northern part of the map among the ice. Don't think you can just escape from our previous conversation. I try not to choose like the best. Like I know which anime I will like definitely, but I try to watch sometimes something average, or to find like a hidden gem. So I give a chance to some random.
The Octavius. Hendrik Vanderhall's first and last captaincy.
I give a chance to some random anime I find super randomly. It's kind of fun. So I give myself kinda a challenge to watch specifically random stuff from a particular time. I don't know, it's fun for me for some reason. There are a few websites, one Russian and one English website, where you can check out, make a list like that. There are a lot of different filters. You can specifically search for like an anime which came out January 2014, or search by popularity and specifically watch something unpopular. Octavius. The ship is actually the center of a ghost story that most historians would tell you is complete bunk. Unlike all other ghost stories, of course, and yet here we are. According to legend, the Octavius was captained by Hendrik van der Wul, who once served as quartermaster for Captain William Kidd. In 1761, the ship left England on its way to Asia. The captain and crew made a dangerous passage around Cape Horn, and a year later, the ship was completely stocked and ready to return to Europe. No one knows why Van der Huel decided to return home through the Northwest Passage. At the time, no one had ever found a sea route from the north, making this decision akin to suicide. Unsurprisingly, the ship disappeared and the route presumably sunk or locked in the ice. That's when things get really interesting. Sometime in the 1770s, the crew of the whaling ship found the Octavius floating off the coast of Greenland. The crew inside had all frozen to death, including the captain, who was frozen in the process of writing a log entry, dated to 1762. That means the crew of the Octavius died, and sometime in the intervening years, the ship made the Northwest Passage by itself. Definitely ghosts. Hunting for weird and popular media is super fun. It's the same about indie games. There are so many games. I watched all the video game conferences which were instead of E3. Like they showed like 100 of different new indie games. There are so many of them that even if you play every day, you will not be able to play everything. So sometimes it's pretty cool to search through Steam, find some hidden gem no one knows about, but it's a good game nonetheless. I found a very nice anime space dandy, but I guess you wouldn't like it. It's a bit similar to Rick and Morty cartoon. It's pretty crazy. So it's about there's the main character, a guy, and he has a few companions, a robot and a kind of an alien cat, and they hunt for very rare aliens because there is an agency which pays a lot of money if someone finds a new species of aliens. But the show is good, but it's super crazy. Sometimes like Rick and Morty.
Hendrik Vanderhall, Captain Kidd's quartermaster turned captain himself. The path you sought never existed, Hendrik. I hope your suffering was short.
I maybe told you about it already, because I watched quite a lot of stuff, so everything is mixed up. But that's one of the good ones I watched. You're playing Civ right now with the family? I need to find another piece of a map. Like, there is only one piece left. I guess you end up finding a special outfit.
I need to get out of this thing. I must get out.
Not just imagining it.
Whoa! I must not get caught in here.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool mission. Unusual.
There's not much time.
Fail.
and abreast the rock that doesn't fit.
Unfortunately, my family, they only play Angry Birds on mobile phones sometimes. They don't like any other games, except for Angry Birds or Tetris. That's the maximum. Well, my mom played some farming simulator a long time ago. A web browser game, but that's all.
Back again? What do you got for me? That won't do it, boy! Get some more and then we'll barter.
I need to find some more relics for a last mission about Captain Kidd. Yeah, I guess I will try to play, maybe next time, try to fix Sid Meier's Pirates. Like, you're playing a Sid Meier's Civilization, and he made Sid Meier's Pirates, like a pirate simulator. It's pretty cool. I haven't played the original version, it's super old, but remake is 16 years old already. It's pretty nice game, kind of casual pirate simulator. The Chase, that's awesome. Naval mission. It has a like a unique icon, so it should be important. Investigate disturbances off the coast of Martha's Vineyard.
It's good to be at sea again, but I don't much like that sky.
Even a pretty sunrise is a bad omen to you, Mr. Faulkner. Where are these raiders?
By guess and by God, an easterly course toward the coast. Miss Mandy reports of some British boats gathering somewhere in these rocks, threatening the vineyard.
There's, by the way, a nice YouTube channel. I think it's called Arc. I think it's called Arc Technica, or something like that. There was an interview with Sid Meier about how they made the first Civilization game. Explosion.
Gunboats! We need to protect the civilians! We need to protect the civilian ships!
By the way, yesterday I found a website, an English, American website, which sells stuff from Japan. So it also sold some different magazines and video game magazines like Famitsu. I really like to read retro, especially retro video game or fantasy magazines. There is a few Russian magazines I still have, like from like 20 years old. But the delivery, the shipping price is super high.
Destroy 'em or use 'em to our advantage.
Unfortunately.
Either way, avoid the blasted things.
To our advantage, how?
Shoot the blooming things with our swift.
We need to get position!
It's like $100 for to ship it and deliver it to my town. It's super expensive. Like the magazine costs here like $5 and pay 100 for delivery is super difficult, super expensive, not difficult. Want to buy some stuff from an English website that gets its stuff from Japan. Yeah, because there is no... I haven't found a Russian website which sells stuff like that.
Safe now, but it's a hot chase. Get after them and end the threat on the vineyard. Gunboat! Gunboat!
Still not the end of the mission.
On my mark! Ships, Captain, unless we want them to come back. They veered north. Not there, but an abandoned fort.
Some stuff from Ukraine. What kind of stuff? You know, most of the websites, like even popular websites like Amazon, they don't really well work with Russia. They don't deliver well. It's difficult.
Well, it is there, Mr. Faulkner.
And it's too close to the neither sideways for no man. Take out their powers. We'll keep us with you at the helm, sir.
Destroy Fort Phoenix. How do I do that?
Make ready, boys!
Okay, it's auto aim.
Too far this time.
That is the problem. What reason would the English have to threaten Martha's Vineyard? It has no strategic value and its people remain peaceful. I fear an influence of a different kind saw to this.
Templars.
But what they intend, I do not know.
Your orders?
I need time to piece things together. We set a course for home.
Aye, aye.
Just some pins. But why from Ukraine? It's like so far away. I really want to get some, at least some, just some random magazines from in English and in German and Japanese. I mean, I have a lot. Oh, look, the texture didn't appear, didn't load. I don't know, shrugs. I cannot read in Japanese right now, but maybe later. But still, it would be cool to read. I have read like hundreds of Russian video game magazines. Would be, for me, it would be pretty cool to read a Japanese one. Ukraine was where the pins wanted were, so that's where you got them from. Let's see. It's just for me, it would be probably like 10 times more expensive, unless it's a some very nice website which has some specifically cheap delivery. It would be cool to read the reviews of Japanese games and Western games in Japanese. Because, for example, in all Russian video game magazines, in Russian reviews, they always said that Japanese games are weird. Like, all Japanese games super weird. They make only weird games, and like there is a specific opinion and forgot the word. But yeah, everyone, almost all the journalists have a pretty specific opinion about Japanese games. But if I read it in Japanese, when they write about their own games, that'll be a completely different opinion. Because for them, it wouldn't be weird. It would be their, like, native national game. I would like to read an opinion of a native. And what they think about Russian games, for example. That's in theory, it's pretty difficult to learn to read Japanese so well. I will not be able to do it in near future. Those magazines were right. There is a stack of Nintendo games. Like, there were at least, like in 2005, like 15 years ago, there were, let me count, I don't know, at least 15 years ago, there were at least 7 video game magazines at the same time, like coming out at the same time every month in Russian. But none of them, not a single video game magazine, wrote about Tales of RPGs, for example. Like, it's pretty popular in Japan, but none of them 7 magazines ever wrote about Tales of. So Japanese magazines would write about different stuff.
Stop, I tell you.
Nice, I got stuck. Yeah, I haven't played for a week. This game. Did Japanese even know Russia has ever made video game? I guess there are some popular ones. Some of them they should know, like Heroes of Might and Magic 5 is Russian and it's pretty popular. Or Ukrainian games like Stalker or Metra are popular.
Commander,
Connor,
any word on Lee?
not yet. My apologies. I've been distracted. Supply caravans meant for the camp have gone missing. I suspect treachery. A traitor named Benjamin Church, recently released from prison, has vanished as well. The two events are surely related.
What was his crime?
He was caught sending letters to the Loyalists, detailing our troop strength. He claimed it was a scare tactic, that we might avoid war. A poor lie.
I will find Church for you.
Why? What reason have you to help?
Does it matter?
As you wish. We've received reports of trouble along the southern road. Might be he's responsible. I suggest you begin your search there.
Ah, Connor. What do you think of my work thus far?
The men are bolstered, focused. It is good you have come.
You are too kind. Lord knows my journey was far from certain. The trials we suffered getting here were strange and many. I dressed as a woman, Connor, to evade British spies. Did you know that?
I did not. As a woman, you say?
It is the truth. King George had already stopped our crossing once in Bordeaux, threatening to seize my newly purchased ship, La Victoire, and arrest me. But I was born stubborn, and such a warning could not dissuade me. So we rode for Spain and bought passage aboard the ship there. George's spies had followed us every step of the way. Disguise was the only remaining option, mon Dieu.
No man can doubt your commitment, and you are invaluable to the cause. You did what you needed to do. I am certain I would have done the same.
But of course you would. I expect nothing less.
Return to the abandoned church. Valley Forge. Marquise de Lafayette. His business cards must have been 3 feet long. Lafayette was a French aristocrat and soldier who decided to join the Revolutionary War and became one of George Washington's most loyal supporters. Lafayette came to the colonies in 1777, intent on joining the war effort, so intent in fact that he abandoned his post in the French army. When the French army found out his plans, the ship he intended to sail on was seized, and according to one story, Lafayette dressed in women's clothing to better stow away on another ship, heading for the New World. We've all done it. Lafayette had been promised a place in the army before he left France, but once he arrived, Congress became worried that he was just a glory seeker. To smooth things over, Lafayette offered to work for free, and the ever-thrifty Congress awarded him a commission as a Major General. That may seem a hefty rank for someone who wasn't quite 20 years old, but Lafayette was both rich and a French noble, and at the time Congress was hoping to secure more aid from the French government. It would have made me suspicious. There is no such thing as free French. Lafayette. He was placed as an aide-de-camp to George Washington, probably because that's a French word, and it seemed to fit, and the two became good friends. Political connections aside, he was an excellent addition to the army. Lafayette was a natural leader. His first real fight was at the Battle of Brandywine, where he was wounded. Despite that, Lafayette organized and led an orderly retreat, which saved hundreds of lives. In 1779, Lafayette returned to France, where he negotiated for more troops to be sent to fight in the Revolution, exactly what Congress had hoped for when they hired him. After Lafayette returned to the colonies, he was placed in charge of the French troops and was responsible for chasing General Cornwallis into Yorktown. There were other people there too. It wasn't just one man chasing another into the town. That would have looked undignified. After the war, Lafayette returned to France, where he was a leader during the initial part of the French Revolution. I wonder, can you meet him in next Assassin's Creed Unity? Maybe. Unfortunately for him, he advocated a constitutional monarchy and had to flee when that wasn't enough to satisfy the general populace. He returned to the United States in 1825 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Revolution, and was greeted by adoring crowds. In 2002, Lafayette was declared an honorary citizen of the United States, one of the 7 people to ever receive the tribute. Arrogantly, Lafayette didn't even bother turning up to the ceremony. In 2002. Ignored the ceremony. Is it faster this way, maybe? Graceful.
Father. Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No more than the Redcoats or their idiot king. Oh, I expected naivete, but this... The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
But...
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey, they sought to steal land, to sack towns, to murder George Washington.
Johnson sought to own the land. that we might keep it safe. Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in which he's taken part. The man's racked with uncertainty and insecurity. Only look at Valley Forge to know my words are true. We're all better off without him. Look, much as I'd love to spar with you, Benjamin Church's mouth is as big as his ego. You clearly want the supplies he's stolen. I want him punished. Our interests are aligned.
What do you propose?
A truce. Perhaps some time together might do us good. You are my son, after all, and might still be saved from your ignorance. I can kill you now, if you prefer. Excellent. Shall we be off?
Do you even know where Benjamin Church has gone?
I'm afraid not. I'd hoped to ambush him when he or one of his men returned here. It seems I'm too late. They've come and cleared the place out.
I may be able to track him. There were rations inside the crates. Medical supplies and clothing as well.
Oh, the same as about magazines. I wanted to watch a few like traveling TV shows. I don't know the exact name for them, term. Like I see a TV show where people travel to different countries, like foreign countries, and explore it. I watched a lot of Russian TV shows like that. I would like to watch like a Japanese or English one, see a different perspective. Like what if someone from USA or England comes to Russia? Nice, Haytham, good work.
Ну, чики-брики в дамке.
Yeah, hi Courtney. Barth tracks in the snow.
Snow has obscured the tracks, but enough remains that we can...
Just my luck. Going to freeze to death if I don't get this fixed.
Are you Ben Church's man?
Well played.
How's it going, Courtney? The only interesting thing that happened in the game that Connor met his father, Haytham. They were doing a mission together. That's all.
It was not wise to run.
What do you want?
Where is Benjamin Church?
I don't know. We was riding for a camp just north of here. Is where we'd normally unload the cargo. Maybe you'll find him there.
Enough of that.
You did not have to kill him.
Let's not waste time with all this pointless banter. Go catch up with the rest of Church's men. Infiltrate that camp of theirs and see what you can discover.
What about you?
Never you mind. Just do as I ask.
Pretty meh. I've been trying to occupy myself with stuff to distract with stuff.
Was a good haul today. Saw a bit of gunpowder in those crates. We'll get extra for that. Aye, Church will be pleased and we'll be rich. I almost feel bad for the Yanks, shivering and starving out there. It's a hard way to go. All they need to do is raise the white flag. They should have done that a long time ago. All this fight serves no purpose. The crown's sure to win in the end. To waste all those lives chasing a fool nation.
I was telling 8-bit about funny games. That movie you recommended. Entirely white puzzle. How does it even work? Is there some picture, or is it just white? Or is it like a winter picture? So it's almost white. Or it's blank, just white.
Oi, where's the foreman?
Center camp, near the tree. Can't miss him.
Thank you kindly.
You won't be thanking me when you hear what he's got planned.
About time you showed up. Listen here. Boss wants us to try something new tonight. A raid. No more convoys. We're to steal from the Yank camp itself.
Valley Forge.
That's right.
You sure about this?
It's not my business to be sure or not sure. I just do as Church asks. If you're so concerned, take it up with him.
Is he here?
Of course not. Hiding in New York, the last I heard. Trying to keep a low profile. Well, on account of him not wanting to go back to jail and all.
When did you watch it?
I mean-
Just I watched half of it, half a few days ago, and
Look what we
finished
found.
recently.
He was creeping around the camp all suspicious like.
Must be a Yank spy.
Nah, he's something else. Something special. Isn't that right, Hatham? Church told me all about you.
And you should know better than this.
You're not really in a position to be making threats, are ya?
Not yet.
Oh, the guy just glitched so hard.
Once you've dealt with these louts, meet me in New York.
What? You mean to just leave? Now?
If you can't handle a couple of mercenaries, then we've really no business working together.
Unbelievable.
Not close, laddie.
Yeah, that was his father. They were on the mission together. But just some random enemy glitched and stretched on the screen. Other didn't glitch. Watching movies about eggs, I won't be convinced that bit of the summary wasn't the main focus. It's been the first 20 minutes of the movie. His father just went away somewhere, left me to deal with 15 enemies at once. So, the movie, it was good. But it's not like a general common classic horror, more like unusual art house horror movie. I like the most that the characters, the main characters, like victims, they behave realistically, like the real people would behave in the same situation. Not the classic weird behavior of characters in horror movies, usually. But it's pretty slow. There are a lot of dialogues. There are not so much action, and it was a bit predictable. But otherwise, it's good. A good art house horror movie. Pretty unusual. It also breaks the fourth wall a few times, so it's very unusual. Hey Chelion, Assassin's Creed where you can walk in front of enemies and they still won't see you. Yeah, still the same. Assassin's Creed. I've been playing it for a long time. Very slowly. How's it going, Chelion? The puzzle is entirely blank for the record. Not a spot scrap of non-white. What's the point of this kind of a puzzle if it doesn't have a picture just blank? Any parts you thought were really weird? Like when he rewind the situation back, remote with TV remote. It was pretty weird, but I understand, like they made they made it a bit like a TV show, like a real life TV show. I expected it. It wasn't so unexpected because before this part of the movie, this character, he talked to the screen, like to the audience a few times. He was looking directly into the camera and talking to the people watching the film. So it's like, the whole movie is breaking the fourth wall. But yeah, it's a pretty unusual movie. Courtney, miniature ukulele, she recommended to watch an Austrian, I think it's Austrian movie called Funny Games. There is a American remake, Funny Games. There are a lot of analysis about it. Yeah, I'm not a movie expert, definitely. I'm thinking about sometime maybe read some professional literature about movie making. there's some side quest here. Here's Austrian. Probably haven't seen it. Yeah, I have watched only a few Austrian or German movies. Just a few.
You look like a man up for a challenge. There's a bobcat round these parts, wily as they come. I've lost count of them who tried to get him on account of his pelt. Pretty near perfect. You got that? You'd make a mint, not to mention something of a reputation.
Find the bobcat's tracks. I also need to gather this bag leg trinkets. Maybe off stream. There are a lot of them. Let's teleport. As far as foreign movies go, mostly Japanese and Chinese films. Oh man, no Chinese films. Miniature ukulele, she likes Chinese films. You would have something common to talk about. I have watched some Chinese films. Like at least 10 movies with the Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, Jet Li, and a few, like 10 more movies with some different other actors. Chow Yun-fat. Where's the main mission?
Fruit fresh or dried from the family orchard. Taste the difference a well-loved garden makes. Fresh carrots,
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I watched it a month ago. My dad said it was a good classic. We rewatched it and was like, I rewatched it actually like a month ago. Do you know that I think the director of that movie, he helped with the fighting scenes in Matrix. He helped to make the Matrix.
Evening, Connor. I see you made it here in one piece.
Recovered from your beating, then?
Benjamin Church is holed up on an abandoned brewery on the waterfront. We should be done with this by sunrise.
Good. I would like to have those supplies returned as soon as possible.
Of course. I wouldn't want to keep you from your lost cause. Come along, then. Follow me.
I intend to watch some more of the movies by the director, Crouching Tiger. Kind of amusing seeing people inhumanly fly all over the place by invisible strings. Yeah, it's kind of specific subgenre of Chinese movies where they fight like that. It's not for everyone, yeah.
Tell me something.
Define
You could have
gravity.
killed me when we first met. What stayed your hand?
Curiosity. Any other questions?
What is it the Templars truly seek?
Order. Purpose. Direction. No more than that. It's your lot that means to confound with this nonsense talk of freedom. Time was. The assassins professed a far more sensible goal. That of peace.
Freedom is peace.
Oh no. It's an invitation to chaos. Only look at this little revolution your friends have started.
Yeah, they know.
I have stood before the Continental Congress and listened to them stamp and shout. All in the name of liberty. But it is just noise.
And this is why you favor Lee?
He understands the needs of this would-be nation far better than the Jobberknolls who profess to represent it.
It seems your tongue has tasted sour grapes. The people have made their choice, and it was Washington.
The people chose nothing. It was done by a group of privileged cowards seeking only to enrich themselves. They convened in private and made a decision that would benefit them. Oh, they might have dressed it up with pretty words. That does not make it true. The only difference, Connor, the only difference between myself and those you aid is that I do not feign affection.
Yeah, he called him son a few minutes ago. So he knows Connor is his son. But there is a tragedy. He's a Templar. Connor is an assassin. What a tragedy. Why would this word so difficult? In Russian it sounds tragedia, like G. You pronounce G like G. Tragedy, yeah. It's the same word in Russian. Still. I remembered a few more words that are the same in Russian. Justice is the same. And reason is the same. There are a lot of English words
Hold a moment.
in Russian.
Church, you clever bastard.
What is it?
I was hoping I could wave you past the guards, but it has replaced most of them with men I don't know. Well, I should be able to pass without arousing suspicion, but you...
No. We do this together or not at all.
Rats.
Then what do you propose?
I will find a guard who is off duty and take his uniform.
Very well. I will wait here then.
Of course you will.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to come along and hold your hand, perhaps? Provide kind words of encouragement?
Oh, Chelian, or Courtney. Have you watched a Chinese movie called Shadow? Like 2018. I think it's called Shadow. It's by the same director of Hidden Dragon. I have watched only a trailer. It looks pretty crazy. I think this one. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it soon. Yeah, it's pretty new. Disguise yourself as one of the churchmen.
Reckless fellow.
The fruit is killing me. It looks great with, what is the term? It looks pretty crazy. They have like umbrella, blades, swords, very unusual. Yeah, I need you close.
I'm leaving. Enough! I don't want to be involved.
Oops.
One more for me! Shoot it, something!
Oh. He got shot through the wall. Yeah. Good job. Object lost. What? I don't know what happened. Fushigiri. Black and white but with red color from what I saw. Some of the thriller artwork. Reminds me of Curse of the Golden Flower. Ah. Yeah, that's another one I wanted to watch. I know this Golden Flower, but I haven't watched it yet. Shigiri. I've never known this kind of a term. Your favorite Chinese film? I know Chou Yun-fat plays like an emperor in it. That's all I know. I will watch it pretty soon.
Ready to take the shot. Run! Just run! I'll give you wings!
So, how do I steal his clothes? Come on.
Ready your weapon! Oh, hell. I'm going to need help.
Missed me.
Okay, continuing my stealth attempt. Okay, it worked.
That should suffice. Follow me.
Yeah, totally stealthy.
Hold, strangers. You tread on private property. What business have you here?
The Father of Understanding guides us.
You I recognize, not the savage.
He is my son.
Tasted of the forest fruits, did you? Off you go, then.
It's locked. Give me a moment.
Must be strange for you, discovering my existence as you have.
I'm actually curious to know what your mother might have said about me. Always wondered what life might have been like had she and I stayed together. How is she, by the way?
Dead. Murdered.
What? I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, you're sorry. I found my mother burning alive. I'll never forget her face as she sent me away. Charles Lee is responsible for her death by your order. And you're sorry.
It's impossible. I gave no such order. I spoke the opposite, in fact. I told them to give up the search for the precursor site. We were to focus on more practical pursuits.
It is done, and I'm all out of forgiveness.
Benjamin Church, you stand accused of betraying the Templar Order and abandoning our principles in pursuit of personal gain. In consideration of your crime, I hereby sentence you to death.
No!
You're too late. Church and the cargo are long gone. And I'm afraid you won't be in any condition
Yeah,
to
good luck,
follow.
8-bit. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day.
We've chosen to stand with the victor. It's Britain who will win this war. You always did prefer principle to profit. That's why your little kingdom started to crumble.
Those fucking trolls.
It was a nice dream you had, but a dream is all it ever was. Look at the half-breed fight like some feral dog. Best we put him down.
Those two! Get them! Don't let them escape!
Get him! The Indian too!
Take him down! That one! And he's half-breed!
Surround them!
Where is Church?
I'll tell you anything you want. Only promise that you'll let me live.
You have my word.
He left yesterday for Martinique. Took passage on a trading sloop called the Welcome. Loaded half its hold with the supplies he stole from the Patriots. That's all I know, I swear. You promised.
And he kept his word. Let's go.
We need to get out of here.
You don't say. Now is not the time for sightseeing.
Imagine a solid iron bulb bearing causing an explosion. Yeah.
So close, yet so far. We'll need to find a way around the flames.
Get back!
here, traitors! Oh, how I'll enjoy making you pay for your betrayal. Did church pay you well? Were you rewarded handsomely? And what good does your gold do you now? Is it magic gold, you think? Like the one they spun the fleece? Stuck. See if you can find something to pry it open. Honor? What are you up to? Oh, no. Don't do that. There's no way of knowing what's on the other side!
We do now.
Church is at least a day on us. We must move quickly if we're to catch him.
I have a ship we can use. Meet me on the pier when you're ready.
A naval mission now? Oh, full synchronization. That's rare. New York is martial law. Some new side quests. Homestead mission. BRB. For a while. BRB. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. I'm back. Always coming back when he's on break. Yeah, welcome back. There are also assassin contracts, like some additional missions. There's no real use to do them. But anyway, let's do some. Special delivery. A secret shipment of black powder has arrived in a new port for the assassins. Greet the ship at the pier and escort the goods back to our magazine. And someone. Connecticut is in the midst of debates regarding the revolution, much like Maryland and Delaware. Blend with the crowds and the cities and remain vigilant of Templar influence. 60% is not much.
Shall we?
There's some father and son time together, killing people. Caribbean Sea. I totally don't remember this mission. Your uncle bought you some tea sets from other countries. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I told you this was a poor heading. Church is surely days ahead of us now.
Like,
Have some faith in the boy.
from China,
He's yet to
India.
disappoint.
What kind of countries?
Well, the bar's not been set very high now, has it?
Reduce speed. Ease her off. Half sail.
We're closer than you think, Father.
My grandmother likes to gift me tea. Tea sets.
Ship out!
Isn't the welcome? Aye, and she's dropped anchor.
Monkey skull mags or something.
Bring us in for a closer look, son.
It seems the ship has been abandoned.
Church always was a slippery little bastard.
Enemy ahead! They're making to flee! After them! I want everything. Pull in the half sail! We need to ease up, half sail! Unfurl everything, full sail!
China, Germany and Japan. Huh, nice.
Haul in to half sail! Let fly full sail! Loosen to full sail! Rogue
Perhaps
winds!
someone with more experience should
Ease
take
her
the
off.
wheel.
Slow her down to half sail! Full sail!
Bend them all, full sail.
Rogue winds!
Speed, Connor!
Half sail!
We need more speed!
I want everything! Unfurl everything! Full sail! Oh, that didn't sound good! Careful, Captain.
Thinking of sending you a picture of them, but I don't know if T-sets are
Perhaps
your thing.
someone with more experience should take the wheel.
Yeah, I like
Can
T.
the ship go no faster?
You can send the picture on Discord. I'll check out how it looks like.
How is it you came to captain a ship, given the way you sailed?
Russian tea was just vodka.
Nearing cliff, sir!
I don't know
It's almost
what
as
is
though you
more
want him to escape.
popular, tea or coffee
It's
here.
almost as though you want him to escape.
I think some time ago the tea was definitely more popular.
She's passing between the cliffs, boy, and the Aquila's too big to follow. We need to go around.
My grandmother
We're going to lose him.
lives not far away, so she
What other choice have we? Those rocks would crush us.
just
is
just buys it.
you came to
She
captain a ship,
doesn't need to
given
send
the
it.
way you say. We still have a chance.
Nowadays, maybe coffee is more popular, but last century it should be tea, I think.
Ready our weapons! Prepare to return fire!
Church is using the ambush as cover. Take him before he escapes. Send that bastard to the seafloor.
No! I need his ship afloat! The cargo must be saved! Let
Do not let Church escape.
Do not sink it. Oh, I've never opened this menu before. Funny. Your grandparents is that they have a farm. One, like my paternal grandfather, my father's father, he lives far away, but my maternal grandparents, like my mother's mother, she lives a few miles away.
Focus on our true target. Slow her down to half sail. No sail. No sail. Still reloading. Broadside. You should have listened to me. He's nearly away.
Full sail!
Give me everything. Full sail.
I need less!
Half sail.
Full sail!
Bend them all. Full sail. We need to ease off. Half sail.
Owns a farm. That's definitely not the farm you would imagine.
Men, prepare to board! What are you doing?
Ending this.
Secure the ship!
Hook us in! Bring her close! arms! To arms!
Man the swivels! Cover from the quarter deck!
Secure the outline! Tie off the bow!
You can see it's very like no surprise.
I need to get below deck. Who knows what
No
madness
surprise
my
the
father
next game came out about pirates. This one already looks like a pirate game. It's not like a real, like an American big farm. It's just some vegetables and some animals.
empty. What has Church done with the cargo?
Like 100 miles from my city. In must be the same region. Or the same oblast region.
I'll give you credit for that. And for the quietude with which you pulled
Like
it off.
70 miles.
We had a dream, Benjamin!
Enough! We came here for a reason.
Different reasons, it seems.
Where are the supplies you stole?
Go to hell.
I ask again. Where are the supplies?
On the island yonder. Awaiting pickup. But you've no right to it. It isn't yours.
No, not mine. Those supplies are meant for men and women who believe in something bigger than themselves. Who fight and die that one day they might be free from tyranny such as yours.
Are these the same men and women who fight with muskets forged from British steel? Who bind their wounds with bandages sewn by British hands? How convenient for them. We do the work. They reap the rewards.
You spin a story to excuse your crimes, as though you're the innocent one and they the thieves.
It's all a matter of perspective. There is no single path through life that's right and fair and does no harm. Do you truly think the Crown has no cause? No right to feel betrayed? You should know better than this. Dedicated as you are to fighting Templars, who themselves see their work as just. Think on that the next time you insist your work alone befits the greater good. Your enemy would beg to differ, and would not be without cause.
Zawanios gina,
You did well. His passing was a boon for us both. Come on. I expect you'll want my help retrieving everything from the island.
There is also DLC in this game. I will never finish it. I'm playing so slowly.
I have been reunited with my father, but I do not yet know if this bodes well or ill. Our goals are aligned, at least so far as independence is concerned. But he continues to defend Charles Lee, the man who murdered my mother and burned my village. Still, he makes a point about Washington and those who back him. I hear much talk of freedom and equality, but it seems one must be a landed white man to benefit. What if someone like me, or Surrey? What role for us in this new world? Is my father right then? There is so much I must consider and so little time in which to do it.
Welcome back. And how was Martinique?
Achilles, I owe you an apology. It was wrong of me to say the things I did.
Your words were harsh, Connor, but there was also truth there. I failed the Order, allowed the Templars to take control.
But now their hold is weakened, which makes me believe there's a chance for peace. Imagine what might be accomplished if we were to unite.
Why the change of heart? Where is this coming from? You've met your father, haven't you?
I do not claim to trust the man or even like him. But I would be remiss to ignore this opportunity.
Hatham may listen, but will he understand? And even if he does, will he agree?
Even he must admit that we can achieve more together than we do alone.
I assume you're off to find him.
Yes. I ride for New York to see what might be done.
You don't visit farm, Grandpa, much. Yeah, I visit like city, town, Grandpa more often. Ah, yeah, I told you his name, actually. Dmitri. It's still pretty weird. Maybe the people did it some time ago, but no one does it now. Like, instead of your name or first name or last name, call you by the name of your father. That's unusual. But as I said, if someone would try to do that, with me, he would say Valerievich. Valerievich. That's like. What would yours sound? I mean, what's your father's name? I don't remember. But Ernest. It's actually there are some people with that name here. It's not so unusual. Ernest. Oh, people say Ernest, pronounce it. I think it... let me think. How it would be. It would be different. The difference will be for men and women in the ending of the word. Like, if you're a man and your father is Ernest, it will be Ernestovich. Or if you're a woman, it will be a... No, I made a mistake. Ernestovna. I think that like that. He would be called Ernestovna. Ernestovna.
Anything. We'll take these two, chase us and beat us when they can. You could draw them away. We could take just enough to fill our bellies for the night.
Beat up the merchants.
How many eyes on us?
All members of that good fraternity are asked to attend.
There are a few missions here glitching. Like some of the liberation missions are glitching and I cannot finish them. They maybe fixed it in the remaster version, but this is original version. They don't work. So I guess it's impossible to finish the game 100%. Not like I'm going to do it, but still it's impossible if you want to.
Surely
The New York Morning Post. A penny for the world.
Just testing.
when you buy with me, rest assured, value is what you get. Everything must go. If you know highly overjoyed by what we are, you lose your senses.
I'll shove this boot up your ass is what I'll do.
Is that the most intelligent thing you have to say to each other?
It doesn't mean like daughter or a son. It's just the special noun suffix in Russian language, which makes it sound like that. It's just the feature of Russian language. It's not possible to do in English or German or Japanese. It's just because of... It's a unique feature of Russian language. Special endings of a word which have different meanings. This is difficult to explain.
we need to know what the Loyalists are planning, if we're to put an end to this.
I've tried, but the soldiers themselves are told nothing now, only to await orders from above.
Keep digging. Come find me when you have something worth sharing. We're so close to victory. A few more well-placed attacks and we'll be able to put an end to the Civil War and be rid of the crown.
What do you intend?
Well, nothing at the moment, since we're completely in the dark.
I thought the Templars had eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, we did. Until you started cutting them off.
Your contact said orders from above. It tells us exactly what we need to do. Track down the Loyalist commanders.
It's the same as English. For example, English ling. I think it's ling. Like from the word lord, you can make lordling. It's that kind of a like suffix which adds a special meaning to the word. Kinda like that. Not much to fight about. The people of Rhode Island are unified in their desire to separate from the mother country. Write to Newport and try and discern what makes it work there. Drunks and Danbury. A regiment of British regulars has occupied Danbury. The soldiers have been drinking the town's rum stores and threatening to burn the village. Rouse the militias in the surrounding. Actually, for some reason, remember where I saw the word lordling, like this word I wrote, lordling. I saw it in the Game of Thrones book for the first time. I don't know why I remember. It was in the beginning, in the first chapter of the book. Somehow I remembered that very well. Specific word. Lording of Lordran.
Have you considered the proposal? I'm unconvinced. To reinforce them would leave New York exposed. It's hard enough maintaining order with our current numbers. Cut in half.
Yet if we do not join with them, they risk defeat. And then what?
Well, they should have come by sea.
Talking in circles. Well, nothing watching as we are.
March in there and demand answers?
Well, yes.
Ambush!
Ambushed. 10 people. Ambushed by one man. Yeah, I've been to the countryside. Not often. But I've been. Why not often? I don't know. What? I don't have a sword anymore. Where did... I have the question. Where did I lose it? What happened to my sword? That's weird.
Bring them back to my quarters at Fort George and see what secrets they might share. Really? Well, you'd best get after him then.
You go. I will watch the prisoners.
No, you do it.
Why me?
Because I said so. Now go.
I just teleported a bit.
Move.
Go to hell.
I said move.
Majority of them are women's selfies. Yeah, that's what Instagram is for, you know?
Anything, only don't make
We just have
some
some
selfies.
questions for you.
Cross that threshold and I'm a dead man.
There you are, Connor. I was worried you might have gotten lost. Come along, then.
You need a specific Instagram account about like landscapes, buildings. Did it glitch? Huh? Okay. Now, let me check out for a second. What I can find if I write Instagram. Yeah, I guess I found the same Instagram you found. Weird. It has 2 million subscribers, but it posts some weird stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's only selfies. I cannot find a nice account. Only selfies. You can see a lot of pictures of Kursk. They use Yandex, like that. It's like Google search engine, but Russian one. It will give you nice pictures of my town without selfies. On the stripper pole in the middle of the woods. Yeah, nice.
What are the British planning?
To march from Philadelphia. That city's finished. New York's the key. They'll double our numbers, push back the rebels.
When do they begin?
2 days from now.
June 18th. I must warn Washington.
You see? That wasn't so very difficult now, was it?
I've told you everything. Now let me go.
Of course. The other two said the same. It must be true.
You killed him. You killed all of them. Why?
They'd have warned the Loyalists.
You could have held him until the fight was done.
What? And waste precious time and money on their care? What would be the point? They'd given up everything they knew. I'll meet you at Valley Forge.
I'm not seeing this for research purposes. That's not my link. That's what Courtney didn't post the link where she found a woman on a stripper pole. She didn't post it.
Take the boys and get out. Maybe Rhode Island's a shooter.
Why would I want to post that? For research purposes.
I'll get him. Apprehend that man.
He's a scientist. Yeah. I'm a sort of a scientist myself. Have you watched any movies? I recommend it, by the way. You can search for it on Instagram. I think it's also glitched. I don't see the page on a... I didn't see the page. I saw it on the minimap, but I didn't see it on main screen. So many glitches. So where's the next mission? Even me's asking. The rescue. Rendezvous with Amanda near Nantucket and find out what she knows about Nicholas Biddle. I actually don't know where is the next main mission. I didn't see it on the map.
Ahoy, Bobby!
Do you trust her?
With my life, Captain.
Hello, name's Amanda. You must be the captain.
Now, what's all this about then?
You stride into my bar off the piss and looking for officers. Days later, I start hearing whispers the ghost of the North Seas stalks the Atlantic again. The Aquila has returned and I need her help. Nicholas Biddle now sails for the Patriots, captaining the Randolph. But the man is raiding up and down the coast round Nantucket, claiming it's a loyalist post.
Where is he now?
Speak of the devil.
Head below deck, Mandy. It's safer there.
I want to see this myself.
Climb to the top of the mast. Couldn't find a newish one you recommended. I will check out if I may find a way to watch it in English. Maybe I will. What about the other one? A retro one. Is it some glitches again? What's going on? It shows me to go here. No. Yeah, good job. Do this puppy picture. That's an Instagram account for a dog. It's named Hank. Oh, it's your dog? Nice. She's sitting still for once. Yeah, I have a cat. I've never had a dog. It's rare like an eclipse. I see.
The Randolph is attacking a merchant vessel not far from here.
Your orders.
Like 20 shots of coffee every day.
Beat to quarter!
Beat to quarter!
We need to find out what Biddle intends, but we must hurry. What else do you know of Biddle?
All of a sudden, Congress has a brand new ship for him to captain. From British coxswain to captain of a colonial flagship, something doesn't add up. She's running about, sir!
Birds and turtles.
Rogue wind, hold on! Heavy gust, Captain, hard counter! That wind will push us hard up those rocks, veer off!
One of my friends, like my classmate, had birds in his apartment. They are pretty loud and pretty noisy all the time.
There's a storm coming, Captain. Feels like a big one. We're in it now, boys! Full sail! Full sail! Well done, sir. That could have been ugly. Get her in range! Another, Captain. She's all yours.
So this mission is about fighting the waves. I see. He even chirped the slip notes. Yeah, that's hardcore.
The Randolph has turned sail. Do we chase him?
We cannot leave this merchant vessel to the mercy of the English.
Why is Biddle doing this? They're tucking it for the Patriots.
The company he keeps tells me his true allegiance lies elsewhere.
Fire on the merchant boat! On my
safe. What now?
Pursue the Randolph.
I need full sail! Give me everything! Full sail! Get her in range!
Oh, did you like this track I sent you, by the way, by Jonathan Davis? It's just people in the comments wrote that sounds like a soundtrack to this movie you like. So I thought I need to link it to you. What's with the camera now? Is it glitched again? There was so many glitches in this game for me. I don't know. The camera glitched, I guess. I cannot turn it around. Yeah, great. Used to have two, but he killed the other one, the pet store worker told us. The purple one was a female, but they lied just to get them off their hands. And his species is territorial, so no other male birds in his area. Not mad at him as it's in his nature. So yeah, it's the pet store worker's fault. Not cool. Yeah, the camera glitched. I cannot do anything. I guess I should abandon the mission. Good job, game. So maybe reload last checkpoint. Maybe that will work. Okay, works so far. I have it on my saved list now for when I go traveling.
More English by the cut of their jibs.
Where's the Randolph?
He's gone, sir. Got and run. Left us to deal with this rabble. But this storm concerns me a great deal more. Aye. Time your shot to bring away. Then we must find shelter. There won't be cannon fire. From this storm, Captain!
I agree, Mr. Faulkner. We make for the vineyard.
It's weird. I like his music a lot. I mean, Jonathan Davis
I have never seen weather like
and
that.
Korn.
It's rare, but it happens. You did well.
What's bothering me is Biddle's a patriot.
But I listened to his last
Why is he helping the
album
British
just
Navy
yesterday.
like that? Old friends, maybe?
Well, how would you convince the Continental Congress the Navy needs more ships?
The rash of British raiding the coast is reason enough to address the gripe. Gunboats at the Vineyard, now this.
Biddle aims to be the first admiral of the colonial navy and is making a case for the need.
That was some deft sailing, Captain. I was watching from the gun deck.
What were you doing on the gun deck? I told you to stay out of harm's way.
I'm fine, Bobby, not to worry. The people of Nantucket are surely grateful. And so am I. Glad you're back.
Oh really? Full synchronization? That was... I did it accidentally. And I just listened to Rammstein a few days ago. It took me like a year to check out their last album. I'm pretty slow. Why the main mission so far away from any fast travel points? I have to wait over a year to see them in concert. A few of my friends even bought tickets for their concert, but it was cancelled.
Seen him before. Looks a bit like.
After the blaster!
Oh wait a second, I have a smoke bomb. Let's try it. Nah, he doesn't insta-kill them anyway. Thinking about picking up learning the violin. That's really cool. I would love to as well, but judging by like my previous experience with musical instruments, I have like zero patience learning musical instruments. Violin is very cool. It would be nice to know how to play it. But I wouldn't be able to do it. It's easier for me to learn Chinese than violin. I have some patience for languages. But I don't have patience for musical instruments.
Yama.
There's a grim fella. Die! Now you got
Violence pretty hard. Yeah, it must be hard.
Thank you.
Learned the Spanish guitar in high school. I was very patient with that. That's cool. I listen to music like half of the day. Like every day, half of it I listen to some music, but I definitely don't have patience to learn how to play it. But it's also, you need to buy or rent the violin, and you probably need a teacher or like a tutor. Can you learn it? Can you learn to play it by yourself without help? Is it possible? Yeah, it's easier to learn while you're still younger. Totally more difficult when you're older. Yep, there is a secret place behind the waterfall. Classic. You can pick up on your own, but it's easier if you're mentoring and you really don't want a cheap violin. I see. Cheap guitar is fine, but cheap violin is... Oh, when I was a kid, like when I was like 7 years old, there was like a children concert, like the first grade of school. I was playing on 2 different instruments. I played on a triangle, like a metallic triangle, and you just strike it. And I played on spoons, like a wooden spoon. That's my kind of instrument. I was in contact with this guy from Australia that offered to teach me over PC on Discord. Yeah, modern technologies. Triangle, the secret instrument, where no one thinks you're trash or good. Difficult to decide. one of my friends went to musical school for many years. Like I don't know, like 5 years. He was going a few days a week for like 5 years. He played like a flute. I think some kind of a flute. And when he finished the musical school, he never touched it again. So, was it a waste of time? So much time wasted to learn to play it, and he never touched it again? I don't know. Pretty sad. Spending a few hours every day for a few years to learn some skill and never use it. So you need to think, do you really need to know how to play violin? Will you use it? The first guitar my dad gave me was his old one he had in the 70s. We had to place the strings. But it was old. Like, you don't have to do it with like a new cheap guitar, I guess. Maybe just tune it. But yeah, I'm not an expert about musical instruments.
We should be sharing what we know with Lee, not Washington.
You seem to think I favor him, but my enemy is a notion, not a nation. It is wrong to compel obedience, whether to the British Crown or the Templar Cross. And I hope in time the Loyalists will see this too, for they are also victims.
You oppose tyranny, injustice. These are just symptoms. Their true cause is human weakness. Why do you think I keep on trying to show you the error of your way?
You have said much, yes, but you have shown me nothing.
Then we'll have to remedy that, then, won't we?
Sir.
Hello, Connor. What brings you here?
The British have recalled their men in Philadelphia. They march for New York.
Very well. I'll move our forces to Monmouth. If we can rout them, we'll have finally turned the tide.
And what's this?
Private
Oh,
correspondence.
of course it is. Would you like to know what it says, Connor? It seems your good friend here has just ordered an attack on your village. Although attack might be putting it mildly. Well, tell him, Commander.
We've been receiving reports of Allied natives working with the British. I've asked my men to put a stop to it.
By burning their villages and salting the land, by calling for their extermination, according to this letter. Not the first time, either. Tell them what you did 14 years ago.
That was another time. The 7 Years' War.
And so now you see what happens to this great man when under duress. He makes excuses, displaces blame, does a great many things, in fact, except take responsibility!
Enough! Who did what and why must wait. My people come first.
Then let's be off.
No. You and I are finished.
Son.
Do you think me so soft that by calling me son I might change my mind? How long did you sit on this information, or am I to believe you discovered it now? My mother's blood may stain another's hands, but Charles Lee is no less a monster, and all he does by your command. A warning to you both. Choose to follow me or oppose me, and I will kill you.
Reach the old grove first. I would rather learn this than look back and wish I had learned it. I have done it too many times about other things I wanted to learn. in this case, you should try to do it. That wasn't the messenger? Messengers, not one. Oh, discovered a new fort. Nice. The Frontiersman Challenge. Ever since I was little, I wanted to learn classical instruments, but your parents wouldn't let me. It's otherwise for me. My parents tried to force me to learn it, and I didn't really want that much. So it's completely opposite for me. How the life is unfair. Failed. I have to do it again.
What's your game?
None of my closer friends can play instruments now. No one knows how to play any instruments now. Among the close friends. As far as I know. Maybe they secretly can. What's with this horse? I did ignore them when I go to the middle of high school and learn the piano at 16. But what was the reason why they didn't want you to learn it?
should make sure the village is safe.
They're old-fashioned in this regard. They only let my brothers do sports and stay after school for physical activities. And now the girls can only stay after for educational purpose. Yeah, it's really old-fashioned, I guess. What is this camp? Would never do that to them, it's just awful. Yeah, they should do whatever they wanna do. Musical instruments, or languages, or sports. Drawing, writing, like anything.
Radun hagedun. Za shewe nekti ohnu jera. Wakanu dunyu we dogati go oya rungwe ayezene sege.
Unka giga oya rungwe.
De ohne gujes Charles Lee. Luana dukwa yasagoya donhawe kano dogu dano dohkara ni hadi.
Nahoda? Ka nuwe nye honenu.
Wate sagodi dashtana tini hadi ayunkiyun hunta.
Ja, jättet kari hoyeri.
Ona dera di desa niku hare. Ya kon tat desa du huntoni ne giga ne ayagoderio.
Onneksi asjagane. Te dom zohunta kedaste.
They let me stay after for fine arts, learning like photography, painting and drawing. So they wouldn't let you pay for sports. If you would like, they wouldn't let you do sports, I guess. But like piano is also kind of fine art. Like all the women in 19th century knew how to play piano usually. I mean, like rich women.
Skana gana dogo. Datun hagedum. The wasse danika. Na hoda. Gwego mo hakrori ne Charles Lee. What triot de hona dohon zoni ayun kia wanto. Dano gan easy I say no what is it?
Atsoga tigarungwe.
Harud zi dizani gora denu. Zi asade nyanda de squat ni gora gani. Nixi ona gan runete. Zi gwan ho garum de.
Te got nyo ska agi.
Gwanek di gwan nyo ska zi what gwanya has ne asquaya the new stats hege.
Da yusa ni gora di honto. Don't know what does want daksa te nezungwe da summa.
Zadarissa.
Anka dorissa no nazaheyum.
That's really sad. It just was a mistake.
Yao tena. Tatisa dansum. Zika dohet stane. Redun hagedum. Charles Lee. Mountmouth. Was at the Hajib. Asagonat dumase. Zinahodum patriot. Renadelo Uni. Durhan Saga. Asagonasete. On dok tangi kamoderio. Ronodio hot quenium. Ungenungue da summa. Odiatanum statunge.
Iwereya nawando taingwaya danustadunge. Ona wasadarissa imjadaro.
Did one of the sports. The female wrestling teacher and swimming teacher wanted me to join the team. Your parents just flat out said no. My mother wanted, when she was a child, a teenager, when my mother was a teenager, she wanted to learn some musical instrument and go to like dance club, not dance club, or like learn how to dance or ballet, something like that. But her parents, like my grandmother, they didn't let her. It was like it was far away to go to this club, and they didn't want to let her go far away alone, and at the same time they didn't want her to go together, like they didn't have time. So my mother didn't have a chance to learn any stuff.
Thank you.
There is an icon on the minimap that there is a trinket down here. So there must be somewhere nearby an entrance to the cave. I actually had an opportunity. Like I could learn a guitar. I tried for a while, but I understood it's not for me. I went to football or soccer, basketball and tennis clubs for a few years. But nothing serious. I wasn't good at sports. I was quite mad at them throughout high school and didn't really talk to them. I just let get up to school, come back home and do my homework and artwork and ignore them. Really struck a chord with me because obviously they were sexist to them and just didn't want anything to do with them. Yeah, it's understandable. There is no, like, really no reason why you shouldn't have been allowed to go to sport clubs. If the only reason could be money, for example, if it's like a tutor or a teacher would cost a lot of money, for example. But if it's not expensive or free to do, there's no real reason to not allow to do it. Learning an instrument was free. Even so, if it was for free, I don't see a reason why not let you do it. I do not see a cave around here. But it must be somewhere here. Still went against them and learned instruments. That was the reason, after all, why I stayed so late at school. There is really no... It's not so important to look for these trinkets. Maybe I should abandon this mission. Forget about trinkets. No reason to look for them anymore. It opens an additional costume, like a special outfit for Connor, but that's all. Not really worth it. I better finish the game quicker and start the next one. The music teacher didn't teach me, my college advisor did. He knew I wanted more and he knew how to play the piano, so he taught you for free. He's a very well-known photographer now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you can send me a link on Discord, for example, because I will be finishing for now, finishing the stream. So it would be more convenient to send a link on Discord. I will not miss it. But thanks for hanging out. No promises about future streams. Already did. Okay, thanks. I always break promises about next streams. So yeah, no promise. See you later. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in a few days. Yeah, catch you later. Have a good rest of the day, night. See you later.